Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
The teaser for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings has just dropped a moment ago, so we're gonna check this out. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell icon, all notifications. Thanks so much for joining us. Here we go.
I gave you 10 years to live your life. And where did that get you? You walked in my shadow.
Oh.
I trained you. So the most dangerous people in the world couldn't kill you. Son, it's time for you to take your place by my side.
What is that?
That's not going to happen. You can't outrun.
God damn. Oh shit.
Bugger.
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
We make a good team.
Wow, that is hot damn exciting. Goodness me. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. It's giving me like the same sort of Doctor Strange vibes, because Doctor Strange is like he had to train at a temple and stuff like that. I mean, obviously Doctor
okay.
Strange.
I was like, how?
Doctor Strange obviously like came into the game later, and
Right.
this according to the movie, he grew up with it, like a kid being indoctrinated into like a monkhood of some kind.
Right.
Okay, maybe the comparison's weird, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited. That's what counts. Okay, that's the closest thing that I can think of, because training amongst them in Doctor Strange is like a monkhood in a way.
Yeah, so I mean, I did a little bit of research just because I'm a complete noob. He's been trained by the Mandarin. The Mandarin is his dad, and obviously part of the Ten Rings organization, the leader of it, right? He has been kind of trained in order to be in this like bad syndicate. However, he just wants to be a good guy, is what I'm getting from this, and kind of the sense of what I'm getting from the little bit that I read. But yeah, this character is supposed to be a wushu expert. Like, his whole thing is hand-to-hand combat and like wushu weapons.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to see all of that come here. For me, I'm just like, this is so awesome, because I really want this to be for the Asian community what Black Panther was for the Black community, you know? To kind of like show Asians in a really cool light, to be like, hey, we're here, we're powerful, and like, and also one of the things that the director was talking about was like, breaking stereotypes.
Yeah, you're totally right. Like, we haven't seen Asians doing martial arts before. So I want to look at this trailer again. I'm so damn excited. This thing at the top, I don't know if it's a reference or not, but it almost feels like the one-inch punch that Bruce Lee does. Because it's so close to the wood.
Right.
It's probably not a reference, but that was the first thing I thought of. Everything always goes back to Bruce Lee.
10 years to live your life.
I didn't even catch Aquafina in that shot initially.
Where did that get you?
But she's obviously gonna bring like a nice bit of levity to this
Yeah.
otherwise very, very dramatic and serious story, which I'm totally digging.
Yeah.
So the story is actually kind of comparable to the Dark Knight as well, or Batman Begins.
Sure.
The most dangerous people in
Because you're saying he was raised in this
Yeah.
syndicate if he's supposed to actually be a bad guy.
Yeah, like they want to use him. He's been trained, right?
It's time for you to take your place.
He's like,
You're like, what was that? I'm like, those are the rings, obviously.
oh yeah,
right?
duh. I know, I'm an idiot. Sorry, you guys. This guy looks cool, though.
I know, yeah,
Whoever
yeah.
this guy is.
This old kung fu homage business is just like blowing my mind. God damn.
I guess I won't tell you.
Look at that. Oh,
Yeah,
it's so
that's so
clean.
cool.
It's so clean. Oh my god, it's so clean. Oh my god, the old kung fu shit is so dope. Okay, we don't need to see the her running over all the cars and stuff. That's for the ha-has. I grew up as, watching kung fu films, predominantly occupied by Jackie Chan. Like, a lot of the old kung fu stuff I watched starred him. I did watch other kung fu films, but it's mostly people kind of tethered to Jackie Chan in some way. I love the old Shaw Brothers stuff, and it's like, okay, I watched a lot of that. I watched a lot of like the Jet Li era stuff,
Right.
like Hero and whatnot, and even his older stuff. All of it is escaping my brain right now because I'm just like high on excitement. But I watched a lot of that stuff as well. Seeing all of that sort of fused into here is just so fun and exciting because, you watch some of the epic operatic Chinese films, right? Like Hero is a great example. And
Right.
to see that sort of updated with Marvel's money, so to speak, if that makes any sense.
Right.
And, to see those epic sweeping landscape war shots and whatnot, which I imagine are like, not modern, but like, what do you call it? Flashbacks? I'm guessing. I don't know anything about the story, so I'm guessing those are flashbacks. To see all that stuff done from Marvel is just very, very exciting.
Yeah, it's cool.
I also grew up like studying martial arts, a tiny bit of wushu. I think it just looks dope. One of the most exciting things for me is seeing martial arts done right, because it's not often in American cinema that you get to see martial arts done right, and you can actually see what the hell's happening. The fight scenes, the martial arts action, the epicness of it all has me super stoked. Aquafina, what she brings to it, I think she's awesome.
I love what she brings to it.
With Marvel, you're gonna have levity. You're gonna have, some kind of comedy. Why not her? Like, she's also Asian, so she fits into this pretty well. Like you were kind of saying, you're getting, hopefully, a film that does for Asians what Black Panther did for the African American community. That is exciting, but like, it is just interesting that that film is a martial arts epic, because that's usually what it is. Enter the Dragon, the most iconic blockbuster Asian American film is Enter the Dragon, which is a martial arts film, right?
Sure. I mean, I guess after you said like, oh, well, literally, this is martial arts, so like Asians have been doing martial arts forever, and I'm like, okay, fine, fair
Yeah.
point. But it's like the first time that we get to see a really kick-ass Asian character take center stage in the MCU, which
Yes.
I think is pretty dope.
Yes, no, I agree.
So I don't care whether it's martial arts or not. I think it's awesome, and to see so many Asian faces on the screen.
I'm just taking a jab at the fact that you're saying it's breaking stereotypes. I'm like,
No,
not
but
so much.
you don't understand, because like one of the things is his dad in the comic books was Fu Manchu, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
a super problematic character, and Marvel don't even own the rights to him anyway now.
Okay.
But like, even a character named Fu Manchu is, that's not super nice. And
I'm not offended. It's just,
sure, you're not offended,
yeah.
but like, I just appreciate that there are so many Asian actors, obviously, because that makes sense. The director is Asian, and
Yeah.
they're trying to, just kind of show characters that are more layered, and I'm hoping that they're gonna just, show the culture more
sure.
in a way that. This is what I'm hoping, because, I mean, recently we've had some stuff that's come out with more Asian stories, Asian characters, but sometimes it's just kind of felt like, oh, there's still this kind of Western lens on it, obviously, because, it's made by a Western film company, or the director is not Asian or whatever. And I just feel like it will I just hope that it'll feel more I guess, real, like representative of Asian Americans or the experience of living here, what
Sure.
it's like to kind of want to live your own life but still be bound by your culture, which I
okay.
think is something that a lot of us can relate to.
Yeah, I wish
you know?
I wish you led with that. That I can get behind. Sure, I get that. Like,
Sure.
Yeah, because like for the most part, I'm not thinking about the political or sociological aspect, the angle of like all that. I'm just stoked at what I'm looking at.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you know?
the end product looks really cool. I'm just hoping that it feels, authentic.
I mean, obviously, Marvel isn't shying away from that stuff, as evidenced by
Falcon.
Black Panther, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, all that stuff. Like, obviously, Marvel's not afraid to go there and explore those stories and try to make it as authentically as possible, especially after what happened with Doctor Strange, ironically. That is cool. I'm not taking that away. I'm just like, I'm not even thinking about all that. I was just like, this looks dope.
It
like,
does.
That's I'm just leading with that right there. I can't even form words. It's just like seeing that done well and seeing it done well and allowing you to actually see what the freak is going on is what has me stoked here, because they're doing it right. I can't think of too many martial arts films like where you can actually see what's happening.
Right.
And it looks like old, like Shaw Brothers Kung Fu. It's oftentimes it's marred in like crazy camera work and whatnot, and you're like, I don't know what the hell's. And so one of the other things that I kind of hope for that will come from this is off of what you're talking about is where how can I go into this? When you see an Asian dude without his shirt off and he looks dope and sexy. And
okay,
so
that's why you're not saying Crazy Rich Asians?
That doesn't even like pop into my head. So
Okay.
what oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Like that, but that didn't even like cross my mind because that didn't make a shift of any kind as far as I could tell in the conversation of just people in general going, oh, I didn't realize how hot Asian guys are. Like, I guess that did come up just for me. It didn't like happen in conversations I was in. And so I feel like this is going to have a broader reach than Crazy Rich Asians will because it's Marvel. And so ideally, you maybe Crazy Rich Asians did have that, and ideally this will propel it even further.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just think that anything in pop culture which shows people being powerful, being cool, I think that's just, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.